Welcome back to the Upper Tier Podcast, the football podcast that we bring you each and every day on the Dynamo Podcast Network. Head over to YouTube, smash that subscribe and bell notification button. Audio versions of the show you can see above my head are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Podbean, wherever you pick up audio version show. Joining me tonight for a quick episode reaction to Harry Kane's news. He ain't going to City. He's staying at the Champagne Lane. How we doing, Graeme?
All good, Niall, all good.
Oh, good. It's not often we get the podcast twice in a week, isn't it? So it's pretty cool. I don't know. Did you see his tweet today, which I thought was interesting? Did you see his tweet?
I did.
What did you
I
make?
did.
What did you make?
Yeah,
of it?
I saw.
What did you make of it?
Well, at first glance, I was a bit surprised the way he acted. Beforehand, before the Euro started, he was saying that, "Oh, we're not going to win anything here. I might as well go." But obviously, they were obviously a whole lot of them. They had a meeting, or obviously, it was obviously yesterday. Which tweeted it earlier on today. So it was happy days. Happy days to have him back. Have him back. Yeah.
How do you think it will go though, in terms of you could see in some of the Spurs fan base, he's lost a little bit of credibility, hasn't he? Because they were giving him socks during the Man City game and stuff like that, like Harry Kane, are you watching and all this kind of stuff. But the tweet to me surprised me today. Like I'm staying with Spurs this summer. Does that mean he's going next summer, or does that mean he's going in January? What exactly did that exactly mean? You know what I mean? Because it was very clear he made no bones about the fact he did the interview with Gary Neville and everything. He wanted out.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. He wanted out. And he also made it very clear that he wanted out because he wanted to win silverware and, to add to the legacy of his career and stuff like that. And he felt that he wouldn't win silverware at Spurs. Now he's happy to stay. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Like it's a difficult position, I suppose, for Nuno, because Nuno was probably planning for him to go and was hoping to get some of that money as a war chest, probably to buy in more players. That's not going to happen. So now you have Harry Kane there, who he was probably his own worst enemy, really, when you think about it, because he signed a 6-year deal with no clause in it to get out. Which was bad on the part. I think his brother's his agent, as far as I know. But it's a very difficult position now for Nuno, because Nuno's after having a real good start to the season. The lads are playing really well. And it seems like someone is now going to have to naturally come out of that team to accommodate Kane again.
Kane, go back in, yeah.
So I presume that's going to be Moira, is it?
Probably would be. Or who else was playing midfield? Harry Winks.
No, but Kane's more forward. He'd be more a forward player.
Someone in midfield will have to come out.
He's not going to take some out of him, because obviously some plays with him.
No.
So this is going to have quite a negative effect. Like when you think about the squad had probably moved on. Now he's back in amongst it now. Probably has a bit of making up to do, because he basically threw the ambition of the club under the bus. Levy obviously held out for top dollar, but I did say on a number of episodes that we seen what Pep did with the Harry Maguire deal, and when the money does, even though they've got tons and tons and truckloads of money, when the price becomes stupid, they tend to just walk away. Very abruptly, and it looks like this is what happened here again. There's similar parallels between this and the Maguire deal, and Maguire of course went off to United for 80, but Pep pulled out at 65 or something like that. So I don't know. I suppose in terms of the league, I mean, Man City are going to bring in someone, and the fear now is like they've been linked with Ronaldo, and Vlahovic, and
that's what I was going to say. It looks like we directed them, saying that Caden for sale. We directed them to Ronaldo now.
Yeah.
To bring in Ronaldo. So we kind of slapped ourselves on the arm for doing that, saying, "Oh, Ronaldo's going to come to City because of you."
Yeah, but what's your what's your good feeling on Harry Kane? I mean, coming back in. I mean, obviously he's a goal machine. We know he'll get another 20 plus goals probably this season, assuming he's motivated and not totally. He's not going to throw the toys out with the bathwater. Basically,
well,
he didn't get his dream move. So what you're thinking?
Well, he's obviously he's not going to have open arms with the whole squad. Maybe I say probably Reece, say Hugo being the captain, getting the armband off him after his wanting to leave. I say he might take a bit of time. Son is probably delighted to have him back because the club don't have to rely on Son to get the goals every week.
Yeah, but plus they have a great goal scoring relationship.
I don't know now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's like he's not gonna say no, or like, oh, we can get back to you provide for me, I provide for you. So
I wonder is the thing to do? Is the thing to do to put the armband back on him again?
I wouldn't give it back to him. No.
Yes.
I'd keep it on a Reece.
Send a bad message, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, if you want to be a captain again, he needs to prove himself. He needs to win matches again first. Well, not by himself, but put in the work. Provide for people.
Yeah.
But
it's a shame because I was looking at Spurs. I was looking at Spurs' first 2 games, and I was quite excited for what Spurs were going to do this season. Because I was thinking if the Kane deal got done early enough this week, surely Levy would be given Nuno funds to go out and buy a couple of players. And I was thinking it would be a very exciting time and a new era for Spurs. New players in, off to a real good winning start. And now it's kind of like reverting back to the same again. And the funny thing when you hear about the arguments from Kane about in terms of winning trophies and stuff like that, he's a part of that problem.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say I'm delighted that Kane is back and all that, but hopefully this doesn't throw out the window all our speculations of players we wanted to bring in. But if we did have a transfer budget to bring in these players, we didn't need Kane money. But if we're only bringing in them players from the Kane money, that doesn't make sense. A team like Spurs should have a transfer budget every year, not depending on who we sell or who we keep.
Yeah, but I think the Kane money would have been a big part of it. In fairness, you know how Levy operates. You know what I mean? A fair wedge of his transfer budget now for this season would have been wrapped up in the Kane money. There's no doubt about it. You can see it with Villa. With Villa. Villa went out and bought a couple of players, and I know Grealish hadn't moved, but they knew that the move was on the way, so they knew that the money was on the way, so it wasn't an issue. And I think you would have found yourselves in the same boat. I just don't know. I just think is he mugging the Spurs fans off really? Coming back and going, oh yeah, I'm here now and I'm back, and it's as if this is where I wanted to be, and as if I never wanted to move. This kind of way they're going. What are you talking about? You made it very clear that you wanted to move. You didn't give a damn about Spurs 4 weeks ago. When you didn't show up for pre-season training and you didn't show up for. You went missing at the start of the season and stuff like that to cause disruption that backfired.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. If I'm a Spurs fan at the moment, I'm sort of caught between 2 stools, really, aren't I? Obviously, you want him back because he's of his goals, but the new era of the new Spurs under Nuno has kind of halted a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, obviously, it changed his plan, like you said, like the way you said. You have to take someone out to bring Kane back in. But what I would do is keep it as it is and have Kane on the bench for a match or 2, and bring him on after an hour for Son.
Yeah.
Son did his work for an hour and then let Kane do the last half hour.
Yeah. He's back in maybe.
Yeah.
I suppose the thing about it, if you go out against who he's playing at the weekend, Who have you got?
Crystal Palace.
No, a home to Watford.
Oh, Watford, sorry.
A home to Watford. So I suppose if he goes out on Sunday and he bangs in a hat-trick, no one's going to care already.
All forgiven.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I tell you one thing, you look at Levy and all, like, fair play to him. Like, he got that big offer and he turned it down. He held firm on the money that he wanted and the valuation that he wanted for him. You know what I mean? Even though the valuation was like off the Richter, really, when you think about it. Like Harry Kane, 28 years of age, the history of ankle issues, albeit a very good, outstanding goal scorer and brilliant player. But still, it was still in terms of a risk, you know what I mean, for that type of money, When you think at the moment Juventus are trying to unload Ronaldo for 25 million, even though his wages and bonuses would be very high, but like 25 million for Ronaldo and 160 million for Harry Kane, it makes no sense, It's been a crazy transfer window. So what's your gut feeling now, staring into the season?
Well, obviously, at the start, I was saying new manager. Like I'd probably say top four would probably be just too much for us. Liverpool will have too much, Chelsea will have too much. Like you're up there with City, and and West Ham now. When you have Leicester, it's even getting to Europa League looks like it's going to be hard. Like we could be in the conference for the next 2-3 years. It's waving.
Yeah, it's
are we going to have to maybe go out and win the FA Cup to get us an automatic place in the Europa League and not worry about where we finish in the league?
I think you'll probably be good enough this season under Nuno to finish top 6 anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a very, very good manager. It's a good appointment. I know, albeit he wasn't your first couple of choices, but now that you have him in, I mean, he's a very, very good manager, you know what I mean? And he'll certainly get the best out of the players there that in the past you kind of haven't got the best out of, and hopefully from your point of view, you bring in a couple of players before the end of the window. But we just thought today.
That's it.
I kind of predicted it. Like myself and Dean spoke about it a few times on the transfer shows and all, and we said like he ain't going anywhere at that money. No one's going to pay that money for him. It's a fallacy, like, you know what I mean? But City pulled out, so that they look like Pep's not getting his man. You're not getting the funds to kick in the new era at Spurs with Nuno. So it's a kind of a
well, we'll see what happens about the next few days. I know there's 6 days left in the window, so we'll see what unfolds. If our transfer targets are gone.
As you said, it'll be interesting to see. Did you have money there for transfers, not relying on the Harry Kane money? Now it'll be see if Levy's going to pony up for Nuno still, even though.
Now we'll see what happens now. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thanks a million for jumping on. Absolute pleasure. I know, like, it's kind of, it's weird. You know what I mean? It just feels strange. You know what I mean?
He'd probably say tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'd probably come out tomorrow and go, "Oh, my Twitter account was hacked." I am going.
Yeah. Poch will
that wasn't me talking yesterday.
Poch will announce him tomorrow in a PSG jersey or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
But listen, it's been a pleasure as always. Dynamo Podcast Network on YouTube for all the video of the show. All the various audio versions are up there on Anchor if you want to hit them. Obviously, drop your comments below. You Spurs fans, what do you think? Are you in two minds? Do you want the prodigal son has returned? All the world's problems are solved. Till next time, Graeme. Appreciate it, bud.